Earlier this season, Burnley beat Arsenal in a league game for the first time since the 1970s. We definitely don't want a repeat of that. Though this time round we are back at Turf Moor, not the Emirates Stadium. We've enjoyed our visits to Turf Moor, although like 3 of them have been 1-0 victories. We've managed 4 wins and 1 draw from the last 5 trips to Turf Moor. We've scored 6 goals and they've scored only 1. So can we add to a good record away at Turf Moor? Let's hope so. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to the match preview for Arsenal's trip to face Burnley. I had to put that picture up first of all. Mustafi, that was a game against Burnley a couple of years ago, and how many likes for Mustafi, man? This guy was incredible at Arsenal. Just give me as many likes as possible in this video for Mustafi, man. This guy, just look at that pose. Like he can literally make you laugh. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be talking about Arsenal's all-time record against Burnley. I'll be covering the game earlier this season, like stats-wise, our lineup. Obviously, I'm going to be taking a look at Burnley's record this season and our record at Turf Moor. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So for the all-time record, Burnley has won 34 games. We've won 54 of those games and there's been 22 draws. Since their promotion back in 2014, yes, they were there before in 2009 where we drew with them 0-0 or 1-1 at Turf Moor, but I'm looking at the last 5 games. They weren't also in the Premier League in 2015-2016, so it could have been 6. For the games, we played 5 games. They've won 0. There's been 1 draw and there've been 4 Arsenal wins. 3 of them 1-0 victories. Very, very interesting. One of them on screen right now, as you can see, Ramsey scoring against them in the first 1-0 victory against them, or first of those 3 1-0 victories against them. We've scored 6 goals and they've only managed 1 goal in those 5 games. Since 2016, at both grounds, Emirates Stadium and at Turf Moor, also including an FA Cup meeting against them, we've scored 20 goals and they've scored 6 goals. So it's been total domination against them. Let me now take a look at Burnley's form this season. They're currently 15th. This video is kind of recorded while the Leicester game was going on. So I'm going to count it as I'm going to add that game in these stats. They've won 7 games. They've drawn 7 times before me recording this, but Leicester, they're currently drawing, so it's 8 draws right now. 12 losses for them, 28 points. We'll add 1 more, so that makes it 29. They've scored 19 goals and they've currently conceded 35 goals. They are currently on -16. For their home form this season, they've won 4 times, they've lost 5, and they've drawn 5. Most of the losses are against teams that you expect them to lose. For example, 1-0 to Tottenham at home, 3-0 to Chelsea. They also lost to United 1-0. They also lost to City 2-0. They also lost to Southampton and they're doing really good early on in the season 1-0. And the draws basically at the sum of the games you'd expect them to draw, like Brighton, Fulham, those kind of games you'd expect them to draw, West Brom, all those games. So they've scored 11 goals at home this season and they've conceded 15. Let's hope we make that like 20 by the end of this weekend, hopefully. Let me now take a look at what happened in the last meeting against them at the Emirates Stadium. For our lineup that day, we had Leno in goal, obviously. We had the back four of Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel and Tierney. We could easily see the same thing there, but maybe Cedric or Luis will be in as well. In the middle, we had Xhaka and Mohamed El Neni. I doubt we'll see that again. And then in front of them, we had Willian and Saka starting with Lacazette and Aubameyang. So kind of similar right now, not much has changed, but maybe the likes of Odegaard and Smith have come into the team, so there could be a couple of changes from that. Danny Ceballos came in, Maitland-Niles came in, obviously won't be coming on right now, it's at West Brom on loan, and Ketia also came on. So for the stats that game, we had 18 shots, they had 10, we had 6 on target, they had 2, 65% possession for us, they had 35%. We made 557 passes. They had 307. We had a passing accuracy of 82%. They had 71%. We got 2 yellow cards and they got 1 red card. And most importantly, what cost us the game, we had 1 red card. Shaka obviously costing us that game, and they had 0 red cards. Literally immediately we got that red card, we conceded the goal, or we scored ourselves. Aubameyang with an own goal. We had 13 corners despite getting losing the game. Kind of dominated them still, and they had 4 corners. So we definitely don't want a repeat of that. It was a terrible game. As I said in the intro, that was their first win against us in the league since the 1970s. So I'm definitely not hoping for the same. So which kind of lineup would I go for, and what would be my prediction for the game? Let's get straight into that next. Luckily, we've had a couple of days off since we last played, and we're gonna have a couple of days off before our next Europa League game against Leicester. Since then it's gonna be 6 days, and Benfica in like 5 days, so a good rest for most of the players. My lineup for the day will be Leno in goal. I'll definitely take the Europa League into consideration, but not that much since it's 5 days away. I'll have a back four of Cedric, Luiz, Pablo Mari and Tierney, so basically more of the same as last time. In midfield, I'll make a couple of changes. Xhaka, Thomas Partey coming in for Mohamed El Neni. If we get a couple of goals early, I'll take off Thomas Partey to be fresh for the Europa League. Odegaard will start. Obviously, Smith Rowe is injured, and even if he's fit, I wouldn't risk him. And then for my striking will be Saka on the right, Pepe on the left, and Aubameyang up front. You could make an argument for Willian and Lacazette to start, but really all these players have been playing well in the last 3-4 games. Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, Willian, Lacazette, so it could really be anyone. So that would be my front three. Hopefully get the job done early, and you can rotate the likes of Pepe for Willian, Saka, maybe Aubameyang, Lacazette to come in. Maybe give a chance to the likes of Dani Ceballos on the bench again. So on the bench, Ryan, Bellerin, Gabriel, Holding, Mohamed El Neni, Dani Ceballos, Lacazette, Gabriel Martinelli, and Willian. So that would be my lineup. My prediction for the game, I'm going to go for Burnley 1. I think they'll get something from a set piece or something. And then Arsenal 3. The thing is, they just lost their game heavily against Tottenham by 4 or 5 goals, and they drew with Leicester currently. So I'm really hoping we can keep our good run over there running. Aubameyang recently traveled to Turf Moor and clinched the golden boot. That season they shared with Mane and Salah, so I'm hoping for the same. So make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. Let's hope we can make it back-to-back Premier League wins. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.